Hey CrossFit Fort Vancouver family, Coach Colin coming to you live from the Mac Shack to go over our Friday workout. So let's do it. First things first, 8 minutes for our warm-up, Tabata Warm-up, one that we've come accustomed to the last couple of weeks. Thinking about Tabata style, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, and then you transition to the next movement. So you see all these movements listed on the whiteboard. If you do them in this order, you'll be done in 8 minutes. We're going to start with forward arm circles. After that, you're going to do backward arm circles. Then you have toe touches out of a narrow stance, and then toe touches out of a wide stance. Bootstrappers, remember with that movement, we keep our feet together. I'm going to squat down, grab my toes, and then straighten my legs, right? To stretch out those hamstrings. Trunk rotations, right? Pretty straightforward. Bent over at the waist, good morning. Samson Lunges, Cossack Squats, that's where we're in that wide stance, shifting weight side to side. Air squats, plank walk-ups. Just a friendly reminder with those plank walk-ups. Remember, we're starting in a plank position on our forearms, and then I finish on my hands, moving back and forth. After those plank walk-ups, then we're in those Deadbugs, right? Laying on my back, shoulder blades off the ground, opposite arm, opposite hand. Feet back in the middle, go to the other side. When you're done with 20 seconds of dead bugs, then we have forward and backward hops, then we have lateral hops, high knees, butt kickers, and then burpees. After that, a little movement prep. So let's talk about that movement prep. Anything you need to do to get ready for the movement specifically that we're doing in the workout. Today's workout calls for 4 rounds, 4 reps, a minute of dumbbell, kettlebell, or object thrusters. That is a front squat with a push press, followed by a minute of Russian twists, and then a minute of line facing burpees. Followed by those 3 minutes of work, then you're gonna have 1 minute of rest. Little thing to note here, with those Russian twists, over and back or left and right, it equals 1 rep. So very similar to workouts that we've done in the past, kind of like Fight Gone Bad, where you wanna think about a little bit of time in a transition and you're gonna accumulate the reps. As an athlete, when I think about this, I have a minute of rest at the end, so I'm gonna get through as many thrusters as I can in that minute. Then I can continue where I left off and continue to count up through the Russian twists, remember where I left off, and then continue that count for the line facing burpees. And then during that 1 minute of rest, that's an opportunity for me to write down my reps. And then at the very end, we will add up all the total reps from all 4 rounds, and that will be our score for today. So we want to accumulate reps throughout 4 rounds of it. Let's just go over a couple object options and review the movements. So that dumbbell, kettlebell, or object thruster, just a couple of things, right? We have a dumbbell, we have a kettlebell. Maybe I don't have access to any of that. I could easily grab a bag, right, and fill it with anything, groceries. I could grab a container of milk, whatever it may be. When I think about that thruster, right, it's a squat with that weight extended over my head. Back down, squat over my head. If I'm in the luxurious position where I have 2 dumbbells, you're more than welcome to operate with 2 dumbbells resting on either shoulder. If I have 1, more times than not, I'm going to hold the dumbbell like so, and then lock out at the top. Think about arms, hips, and knees locked out. Brace that core to protect your back. When I grab that kettlebell, I'm going to grab it by the horns, right? Finish over that head, all right? That is your thruster movement today. Part 2, or movement 2, Russian twists. Very easily can be done with body weight. Thinking about simplest way would just be brace my heels on the ground, and I'm going to rotate, turn, touch the ground, one side, touch the ground, the other side. That's 1 rep. 1, 2, right? If I want to scale up or challenge myself, I could keep my core engaged by lifting my feet off the ground. Makes those Russian twists a wee bit more challenging. Otherwise, if I have a light weight, just the ball, right? I can utilize that light dumbbell, light kettlebell if you want to make that challenging. Third movement, line facing burpees, right? I can use a band, I can use a chalk, line. I could get creative, whatever it may be. Just use anything to mark that line. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go through the burpee, chest to deck, and then I'm going to hop over that line. Then I'll step back and go back into the burpee. So it's going to look like this. Chest to deck, hop forward, hop over that line. I can step back, back down, up, there's two, and so forth. That is your line facing burpees today. We hope you have fun. Think about with this, remember, a minute of rest, so make sure you finish that full minute on those line facing burpees and get after it. Last but not least, for your cool down, we got that pinwheel. So I'm gonna lay down on the ground, starting that scorpion where I pull one leg across my body and then pull the other foot towards my butt. Challenge here. Try to keep that shoulder blade towards the ground. Same thing if I want to go to the other side, right? Don't let the shoulder flare off the ground. I'm going to try to lay flat on the ground into my pinwheel. We hope you enjoy the workout that we got programmed for you guys today. Don't forget, we have Zoom classes today, 6 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 3:30 and 5:30, and then there's a Zoom class on Saturday at 9:30. Thanks for tuning in. We wish you all the best with this workout and hope that you enjoy the weekend. Get out and enjoy the sunshine.